Hi, welcome to Mary's Vegan Table. This is Mary, and today's recipe is extra crispy cauliflower with cheese sauce. First thing we're gonna do is rinse off our cauliflower. Then we cut the cauliflower in half, and we separate the florets from the stem. When we're done separating the florets, let's just put those to the side so we could start on our batters. You could cut the larger florets in half if you like them smaller. Next, we prepare the wet batter. We add 4 cups of plant-based milk, any plant-based milk you like. Then we add apple cider vinegar or regular vinegar if you like. That was a tablespoon. Just give it a quick mix. Then we add 3 cups of unbleached flour. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of garlic powder. A tablespoon of onion powder. A tablespoon of paprika. A pinch of salt, or salt to your liking. Pepper. You can put as much pepper or as little pepper as you like. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of organic sugar. We're going to mix everything together well. Once we're done mixing this, we'll place that to the side and we'll start on the dry batter. The dry batter is 3 cups of unbleached flour. Three tablespoons of parsley. A pinch of salt. Sea salt. Sea salt. We have to use vegan salt, guys. Otherwise, it's filtered with bone char. The next step is a tablespoon of garlic powder. A tablespoon of onion powder. Now this is, your recipe. This is what you're going to be eating. So if you like, you can add as much or as little seasonings as you like. It's up to you how your taste buds are. A pinch of black pepper, or more if you like. A tablespoon of paprika. a teaspoon of baking powder, mix everything together well. Once we're done mixing, we're going to place that to the side. Then we're going to start on our cheese sauce. We're going to add 2 cups of plant-based milk. Whatever kind of plant-based milk you like, you can use. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of tapioca flour. That's going to thicken the cheese and give it that stretchy, that gooey texture. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I only added 1 there. It should have actually been 2 tablespoons. And a teaspoon of the tumeric. I actually added a little too much to this as well, so I suggest just a teaspoon of it. Salt, that's sea salt. Add as much or as little as you like. This is lactic acid. It's vegan lactic acid. Add less than a teaspoon of that because too much of that will make your cheese extremely tangy, almost, sour. A tablespoon of onion powder. Blend well. Also, guys, you don't have to use the lactic acid. You could use a tablespoon of vinegar or a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You can also use the juice of a whole lemon or half a lemon, depending on how tangy you like the cheese. I will leave the link to the lactic acid in the description box. So now we're done mixing our cheese. Taste. Make sure it has all the seasonings that you like, although you can add more seasonings to it while it's heating up in the pot. Now, if it's too thick, pour more milk in it, plant-based milk, and stir it until it becomes to the texture that you like it. If it's too thin, pour it back into the blender and add more tapioca flour and blend and bring it back to the stovetop and stir until it becomes to the thickness that you like. Also, guys, when you add the turmeric, when you add the paprika, just add a teaspoon. Don't add a tablespoon. I think I added a little too much paprika. Now we're gonna put our oil to heat while we batter our florets. Fill up a deep skillet or frying pan halfway with canola oil and let it heat. The way to find out if it's at the right temperature is to take a little bit of the dry flour and drop a little in, and if it kind of just dissolves right away or it floats to the top, it's ready. Or you could take a wooden spoon and put your wooden spoon in there, and if it bubbles, it's the right temperature. Here we're battering our cauliflower. We go wet, then dry, and wet again, and then dry again. Now, the larger they are, the longer they take. The best way to know if your cauliflower is ready, if it's soft enough in the middle, is to actually just bite into it and find out. So the larger ones will take about 5 minutes basically to cook, but put it on a low heat because we don't want to burn it. It'll burn on the outside, it won't cook on the inside. The smaller florets usually takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, and the larger ones usually take at least 3 more minutes longer. Now we take them to the fryer. And that's exactly what you want to see the oil do once you put them in. Move them around a little bit every so often just to make sure that they brown on all sides evenly and you get a nice crispy texture all over. Okay, when the cauliflower is done, place on paper towels, sprinkle with some salt, and the recipe is done. If you like this video or this recipe, please hit like, hit that subscribe button, and share. Also, if you make this recipe, please send me a picture so I can post it here on YouTube. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Thank you. Have a great weekend.